Hello, and welcome to episode 79 of Friends of the Show. I am Stephen W. Skinner, and this is my podcast where I chat with the internet's hilariousest. This week's friend is a very cool comedian, writer, performer from the big city of New York City via Ohio. I'm talking, of course, about Cameron Bradford. It was ever so pleasant speaking with Cameron about his wild life in the big city and how he got to be so on his grind. We cover so much like improv and sketch comedy, writing for The Onion's Clickhole, making videos, and frankly, we have a heck of a nice time doing this. So there's even some real-life New York sounds in the background, so listen closely for those in Friends of the Show, episode 79, with Cameron Bradford, right now. Is that some city noise just leaking into the pod, some ambient atmosphere? Oh.
Yeah, there's some
Man, I love
sirens out in the street.
That is
just some authentic NYC ambient sounds.
I would love to hear some people yelling also, if we could. Hopefully later in the pod.
There is a guy on my block who is always playing like music really loud, and it's always like classics, like Motown stuff, and
it gets a vibe going.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. Does it sound better this way?
Yes, it's better. Not getting any of my own voice back.
Okay, that's a good sign.
It's great, for the audio fidelity. This is the quality that the listeners tune in for. The high quality production value. And that's what I'm providing to them.
I should ask. My roommate has like an actual good speaker. I should ask if I can use it. I don't know.
No, it's okay. We're good now. We're all set. We got audio quality. Cool. We're ready to roll. I mean, we're already rolling. This is the podcast. Welcome to the podcast, Cameron Bradford.
Oh, thank you, Steve. Good to be on.
Yeah, is it? It's an early one for me. It's an odd time.
Maybe too early today.
But it's an early one. We're both in that weird afternoon lull, right? We started it right at the wall.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm sort of always in a lull, so it's fine.
Yeah, at the every hour wall, yeah.
Yeah. Well, now I think this around now is when I usually feel a almost like a second wind because I panicked that I haven't really done anything useful so far in the day.
All right, the anxiety boost.
Yeah, but it also just doesn't usually even translate to anything. So
doesn't
it's not really a boost.
It's not a boost.
It's just I become aware.
It's an awareness that creeps over you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure today's different. I'm sure you've already got a lot done today. Heck, you're getting something done today right now, even if it's not anything worth anything too much. But I thank you for taking the time out of your very busy day to come on. So coming to us from the New York Big Apple City of Champions.
The old City of Champions, as they call it.
That's one of the things, right? It's the Apple, the Big Apple, and then City of Champions. I think those are the two most famous. I
don't think I've heard City of Champions. What does that even refer to?
No,
was there champions here at some point?
I'm sure there was. Haven't you been having champions? Yeah, the New York Football Giants won the Super Bowl. Remember the head catch, the helmet catch?
No.
Oh.
I don't know that much about sports stuff.
Well, that's okay. You don't have to remember the helmet catch, but David Tyree remembers.
Was it someone they caught it off of his helmet?
Yeah, he caught it. It was a very unlikely play. Eli Manning threw it up, and David Tyree, who was not a famous receiver, not a superstar guy, he went up and he caught it, and he didn't look like he was going to catch it, but he secured it against his helmet as he was getting tackled, and it was a catch. And then the Giants went on to win that Super Bowl. thanks to that magical catch.
Wow. So this was somewhat recently.
I don't know how recent it was. Many years ago now at this point.
Well, Eli Manning.
He's retired.
I mean, I think when you first said it, I was picturing it like happening in like the 60s or something. Or like the
Oh, right. Yeah, in the golden age.
Yeah.
When men were men
like
and
in
the gridiron.
Early days of football.
Early days of football, it was... they defeated the New England Patriots in the helmet catch.
Yeah.
What year was helmet catch?
During their like legacy.
Yeah, during the brief time when they were good. It was February 3rd, 2008.
Oh, okay.
Height of the global economic collapse.
Yeah, right after Obama was sworn in.
Oh wow, what a heady days.
Heady days.
do you remember what the vibe was like in the city? Was it electric?
Well, I didn't live in the city at that time. I think I was like a sophomore in high school, I think. But yeah, I guess,
But you're in the city now.
What?
You're in the city now.
Yeah, I should just go around and ask people what it was like.
Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to the very beginning. This is the Mark Maron WTF part. Where are you from? Who are your guys? Where did it all begin?
I'm from Ohio.
From Ohio.
Yeah. Sort of this like rural part of Ohio. It's like called Ashland.
Okay.
Ashland County.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not much is there. There's like this there's this roadside. This is like Ashland's sort of been reconstructed for me by people who have passed it on the I-71 interstate.
Yeah.
And like usually all people know about it is that there's like sort of this roadside attraction like business called Grandpa's Cheese Barn. And that's sort of like Ashland's claim to fame. So usually if anyone has heard of it, it's either because of that or there's a university there too that's, I guess, kind of known.
Grandpa's Cheese Barn and Sweeties Chocolates.
Oh, you looked it up?
Yeah, it comes right up on the Google. There's two locations. One is in Norton, or Barberton.
I didn't know that.
Barberton, Ohio, and the other one is in Ashland. And the other one in Barberton doesn't have a Sweeties Chocolates attached.
Oh, how lucky Ashland is.
That's the super...
We get the Sweeties, too.
It's the double location. All you need to know. Ranked number 1 on TripAdvisor among 17 attractions in Ashland.
There's 17? That's actually kind of surprising. I kind of want to see what this... You have to send me this list.
What do they say the TripAdvisor's Ashland things to do is? 17 places. Number 1, Brookside Park. You got it.
I was going to say that probably has to be on there.
Number 1 with a bullet.
Soccer there.
You used to play soccer.
Like, like every kid.
Yeah, that's fine. I never did.
Good.
I never played soccer. I was on the baseball side, but...
Oh, that's cool. That's cooler, I think.
Was it?
I feel like baseball is more of a choice. Like soccer is just kind of like a default thing you get slotted into.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe baseball is in some situations. But...
Yeah, I think it was the same sort of thing. Just got slotted into baseball. That's what it was around.
Yeah.
Honey Haven Farm. Ever been there?
I don't know if I've been there. Maybe.
Grandpa's Cheese Barn, obviously. Fin Feather Fur Outfitters.
Oh yeah, that was a big deal when they built that. Or it existed. It was like this smaller place, like down the street, and then like I don't know. I remember one year they like built the new location, and it was like really big, and everyone was like really taken aback. It was like kind of like it's like an independent business, but it's sort of like a Cabela's type place.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Popular in the area, local hotspot.
Yeah, it's. I mean, great place to buy, hunting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yep.
Yeah, not too much here. The Linder's Sports Bar and Grill. Once you get to a sports bar and grill, is that really an
Oh,
attraction?
Linder's is Linder's is a good place.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah,
Yeah. So.
four green dots out of 5. Um,
That's, yeah, there's still a
uh,
lot of green dots.
Candy and Nut Shop.
I don't know if I've been there.
Beyond Measure Market. Oh, that's cool. They got like a wooden horse thing.
I don't know if I've. Huh. This is.
You
I'll
need to
have
get
I'll have
back.
revisit.
You need to get
Revisit
back.
Ashland soon.
Luray Lanes, number
I'm
17.
missing out.
Luray Lanes, the bowling alley. 3 green dots. If you're desperate, there's a bowling alley.
Yeah, I've been there before.
Would you say 3 green dots out of 5?
Oh yeah, that's a 3. That's a 3-daughter.
Well, great. So, everyone, you can go check out Ashland, Ohio, on your next time through off of, what is it, I-70?
I-71.
I-71.
Yeah. Where are you from, by the way?
I'm located in Ontario, Canada. Southern Ontario.
Okay.
So not too far from New York, but not too
Yeah.
close.
Have you visited the city before?
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, it was great. I walked around, did all the stuff. Not all the stuff. There's too much stuff to do, but some of the things.
Yeah.
Top of the Empire State Building, right? I don't know what the most touristy things are. Top of the Empire State Building. I didn't go to the Statue of Liberty. Saw it though.
Yeah. You don't really. I've never been to the Empire
You
State Building.
used to be able to go up the Statue of Liberty, right? That's what I thought was.
I think you still can if you like sign up way in advance.
Oh, yeah.
I've been to the island and I went to like the pedestal or whatever, but I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
that's pretty
fine.
cool. We couldn't even go to the island, I think, at the time. It was all
Oh.
shut down, but it was nice. It's definitely got that New York City hustle and bustle vibe where
Yeah, Liberty Island has that hustle bustle vibe. You see everything. You can run the gamut there. You see furious taxi drivers,
mm-hmm.
dog cart vendors. I don't know.
So what borough are you sitting in right now? Are you in one of the 5 boroughs? Are there 5 boroughs?
Yeah, I'm in the Brooklyn borough. Sort of the popular one, I guess.
It's a pretty hip one as far as coolness goes, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You have to be pretty damn cool to live here.
So you just
Yeah,
made the
no,
cut? You made the cut.
Yeah, I was able to make the cut. I'm actually, not to brag, but I'm actually pretty cool, so
Well,
they let me live here.
I mean, you have to be in Brooklyn. So what kind of things are happening? So how did you get from Ohio to Brooklyn? We just completely skipped all over that. You're in Ohio, you're growing up, and then you're like, I got to get out of Ohio.
Well, I kind of always wanted to leave Ohio, I suppose. But I guess in college, I sort of I've like kind of always been into comedy stuff. And then in college, I don't know. I guess I was able to have a more crystallized idea of what about pursuing comedy. And then I moved here in 2016, and have been here since. So
Hell yeah. So what university were you at?
OSU, it's the big school in Ohio.
Go
Buckeyes.
Buckeyes? Yeah, I should have known that one. That's like a main one.
It is, yeah. It's one of the main ones, I think.
The other one, what's the one where they say the Ohio?
Yeah,
Is that the one?
They're really big about like pedantically stressing that there's a "the" in the title. I think. So,
Yeah, I think that's what I
it's kind of-
remember from all the football guys saying it when they're like, Marcus Jones, the Ohio State. We're like, oh, is there another Ohio State that's like not the one?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I think it's kind of half a joke But also, I like also never say the.
Yeah.
Like I can't because it's kind of I don't know, it's just kind of obnoxious.
OSU is cooler.
They sell shirts that just say the on them and
Oh
stuff, and it's just
man.
like I guess it wouldn't be as obnoxious if I was more separated from it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I
So,
guess every place has to have its thing that they do.
yeah, every place has their thing. I'm not sure what our I went to the University of Guelph, UOG, and it was
Guelph?
Guelph in Guelph,
Oh,
Ontario.
okay.
Yeah, go Griffins. And I'm not sure what the thing was, but they were big on Aggies, agricultural students. That was their big
Oh, that's cool.
thing. So like farm guys.
Farm guys.
Yeah, farm guys. They had like cow classes and stuff.
That's cool. I'm picturing the farm guys. They just like roll up on campus in their tractors,
Hmm.
and
They do.
um,
They roll by like,
uh,
hey,
they have these insane parties where they like do a cake stand on a sack of corn.
yeah. I never got to witness it, but I heard tell of the crazy Aggie parties that you could go to. And they had a big fair, a big festival, like the Royal Crown, something Royal, and they would have a big ball, and they would all dress up nice and fancy in their fancy cowboy boots and go and have a nice party. And that
That's
was
cool.
nice. Yeah, it's nice.
I like I like fairs.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I would frequently go to the county fairs growing up, so.
yeah.
But I
County
never got
fairs
really in
is
the ball side of it. I would like to go to a fancy sort of farmer's ball. I
a
think that
farmer's
sounds
ball. Yeah,
fun.
it's cool,
A
and it gets
hootenanny.
a hootenanny. It gets a little bit wild after, and so you loosen those bolos halfway through, right?
Yeah, doing some what's it, square dancing or
Some
not?
two-stepping, some line
Some
dancing,
line dancing. Yeah,
some boot scooting boogie.
some heel turns on your cowboy boots.
Yeah, you got that clicking on the floor. Everyone's boot stomping on the floor.
Even the horse joins in.
Even the horse, he can't sit on the wall no longer.
we gave we gave the horse some whiskey, and now he's dancing.
Who put whiskey in the trough again? Woo! Man, now I want to go to Hootenanny.
Yeah, me too. At least this idealized version of
Yeah,
one we painted.
where the horse is leading the boot scoot buggy.
Yeah.
But I guess we should mention that we cannot, unfortunately, go to horse-led boot scoot boogie Hootenanny because of the current global pandemic caused by the COVID-19 novel coronavirus, et cetera, et cetera. How have you been dealing with the year-plus long event known as the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, I guess I was. I don't know. I guess I haven't thought about it in a while because I like kind of got vaccinated and stuff.
Sweet.
But I don't know. It was pretty. I guess it wasn't that. It was pretty mediocre for me. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely sucked at the time, but now that you have some space, maybe you're feeling a little bit more normal, a little bit distance from it.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. It was like. Yeah, I guess I didn't really. I wasn't a huge fan of it.
You didn't love it. Didn't love it.
In some ways, I guess it was good for me, but.
Oh, in what ways?
Well,
Did you learn to make bread?
I don't know. I got laid off of my job and I've been on unemployment, so I guess that's given me some like free time to do stuff. But I guess now that I'm thinking about it, I'm trying to think of what what value, like what things I've done that were of value that I use my time for. I don't know. Yeah, it was fine. I guess I had a decent pandemic.
Decent
I didn't get
pandemic,
sick or
6 out of 10.
Yeah, no one I know died. I guess.
Oh, that's great. Number one thing, you had your health.
Yeah.
You did not yourself get infected with the virus and did not get the COVID illness.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
that
huge plus. That means you did something right. You were washing your
was
hands.
definitely one of the winners of the pandemic, I think.
Yeah, you definitely came out on the right side of history of the pandemic so far.
Yeah. I think if you look back, you'll find that I had a good pandemic.
Yeah. You might not be able to see it now, but looking back,
Mhm.
you'll be able to, that 6 out of 10 will slowly every year I'll get a little bit bigger.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's glad. I'm glad to hear that everyone in your circle is still healthy. No one has had to do anything too bad with that, and it could be coming back though. It always comes back
No, that's
around.
true.
You know,
I'm a little worried about the coming back.
especially
You
around
know,
fall. We're currently in summer for the listeners who are
right?
listening in the far future, or the distant post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Yeah, this is the last relic that remains of humanity.
I'm sorry, humanity. It was not my choice that this was the only thing that survived. I have a good host service.
Yeah, this is like the one piece of media. This is like the one media property that gets sent to like the Svalbard seed vault.
Oh, I accidentally uploaded it to the seed vault.
Yeah.
Accidentally sent my USB with this episode into one of the seed trays. I hope that seed vault's okay. Last I heard that there was like some cracks. There were some issues. There was an earthquake or something.
The stuff. I think the ice around it was melting or something like that.
The ice melting. That seems to be a common theme. Have you heard about this?
Yeah.
This ice is melting.
This has been in the news.
Have you heard about this? This has been in the news. The ice is melting. Temperatures are rising. Not much we can do, though, right? Let's just keep on keeping on.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to do me.
I'm just doing me. We
Yeah.
out here. I'm putting out podcasts.
Yeah. I think the most important way we can fight climate change is to just like keep on our grinds.
I think that's true. I think we
Yeah.
just you got to keep on that grind, rise and grind, every day.
Mhm.
What are you drinking, by the way? It sounds delicious. I can hear
Sorry,
ice clinking.
I was not
and
sure if you could hear me. It's some iced coffee.
Oh, iced coffee, getting a little pep in your step.
Yeah, I figured
Power
since I have to do a conversation, I should maybe have a little stimulant,
a little energy. Yeah, especially since conversations maybe aren't happening as much as they used to. Do you notice that? Have you been having less conversations, Cameron?
Lately I've been having more conversations.
It sounds like you guys are further
more
along. Yeah, you guys are way further along in your back to normal reopening schedule. Even though we passed you in percentage vaccinated, that hasn't helped us here. We're still not like open as much as you are. We're not like back to normal.
How was your pandemic, by the way?
Oh, thanks for asking. Yeah, it was great. I had a baby.
Oh, congrats.
Thanks. Yeah, right at the first weekend of the pandemic, had the baby. Then locked ourselves down for the
Honestly, probably a good time to have a baby.
It's true.
Sort of
it's true.
Shelter in place for a year and raise
Especially,
your kid.
it's like the 1 year of like development that's like best for being locked down.
Yeah.
So that part worked out okay. I feel really bad for all the other growing children and adults who whatever year of that development you were doing kind of got messed up a little bit. So
I would have hated to like have been in like college or something like that, or like
high school, like
school.
Senior year of high school, like where all the people missing proms and all that those fun things, like, or not missing them and then catching COVID.
Yeah.
Whatever your choice was, it was not good. It didn't help either way. So that kind of stuff is, we're gonna the sociologists from in 10 years are gonna have a juicy little series of papers to write.
Yeah, definitely. I'm already starting on my
Yes,
paper.
yeah. What's your first thesis?
Yeah, that kids just want to have fun. And
Yeah.
The pandemic stopped that.
It's a opening. You have an opening blurb from Cyndi Lauper. Opening quote
Yeah.
from Cyndi Lauper. Cyndi Lauper once said.
Kids just. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have anything to say about it.
Well, then
But it will
let's.
be interesting to watch these kids grow up. I bet there will probably be like a higher rate of like, I don't know, one of the bad things that happens.
Yeah, there'll be something bad. Definitely,
Something bad's gonna
there's
happen.
something bad in every generation who has to deal with something like that. So we'll have to just wait and see, folks. Hopefully,
Although probably better than like Vietnam or something like that.
yeah, probably better than Vietnam. And,
Yeah.
maybe like instead of, PTSD, they'll just like be good at making bread, like sourdough bread.
Yeah.
Just like a whole generation of just the leaps in good sourdough.
I think that's funny to imagine, like, sort of like a fifth grader who like over the pandemic got really into making sourdough bread.
Which for sure happened a lot.
Yeah. Like that seems like sort of like the something that like maybe someone in their like 20s or 30s would have gotten into by just I'm just picturing like like
Just a
someone
little
in the like
precocious kid.
sixth grade who like I don't know, they started reading like Proust and like making sourdough bread.
I would love to try some of it.
Yeah.
All right, so you made your way from the OSU all the way over to the city, locked down a rent stabilized apartment, and
Oh, I don't live in a rent stabilized apartment. I wish I did.
oh no, oh no, no, no,
But
oh no.
but my apartment is shitty enough that the rent might go down.
That's what I'm talking
So
about. That's what
yeah,
I want to hear. I want to hear about.
hopefully we'll see.
Want to hear about the squalid conditions living in New York City. Is a rat your neighbor?
Yeah.
Pizza Rat?
It's the famous Pizza Rat.
You remember
He
Pizza
lives,
Rat? You know Pizza Rat?
yeah, he's like he lives in the penthouse above me.
Yeah.
He has all that internet money.
That glow up is real.
Yeah.
Well, that's great to hear. Great to hear that he's doing well. So in Brooklyn, so you head to Brooklyn, boom, hit it like a rocket ship, and explode out onto the comedy scene. What's your first step?
My first step?
I mean, I don't know. After you get settled, you put your suitcase down. Would you head out and you start flyering? You head out and you get in line at Stand Up
go
New
to
York. You go and you
yeah.
try to talk to Eugene Merman and get on his. Does he still do? You try to talk to. I don't know. What did you do?
I didn't really do. I never really got into stand up. I guess when I moved here, I was like, I'd like done like some improv in college, so I was like sort of trying to. I was kind of like half-heartedly trying to do that here. I was like doing like some stuff at the UCB.
Okay, yeah, that's a
And
place. There we go.
yeah, or it used to be at least.
Oh yeah, right.
And then I was like contributing to like ClickCore at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, a lot of.
I was trying to like I was kind of trying to turn that into like a full-time thing.
Yeah, that's
that
very
never really
cool.
panned
And
out.
so Clickhole, that's like a division of the Onion, which is just like. So what? How would you describe it? I don't know. It's like the headline. It's like different.
Yeah, well, I guess when it formed, it was supposed to be like The Onion, but for like internet media.
Yeah, like viral
But
clickbaity type little short listicle internet articles,
hmm
as opposed to the Onion, which is more classical newspaper
Yeah,
news.
that's, I think that pretty accurately describes it.
Right. So now you're in the Clickhole family. You're submitting. You're getting published by Clickhole. That's pretty cool. That's a credit.
Yeah, it was cool.
Freaking
It
credit.
So yeah, I was doing that until like 2018, and then I got laid off from that, and then I like sort of I don't know. I moved to, or I was sort of I don't know. I kind of had like a period where I wasn't really sure what I was doing, and then I like I don't know. I like moved. I originally lived in Manhattan when I moved here. And
Ooh,
then,
la di da.
yeah, it's pretty fancy. I lived on Park Avenue. No, but so I like moved to Brooklyn like a year and a half ago, and have been like sort of doing more.
Never look back. Is Brooklyn better for the show scene or what? You got to go everywhere.
Yeah, I guess so. It's good for doing. It's like more of a comedy scene here, I guess. I mean, I guess there's also like a comedy scene in Manhattan, but it's like I don't know. It's just a little different.
You got to like be more established or something, or it's more like touristy.
I think so. Yeah, it's like for people like clubs and stuff.
Yeah, the people who are out there flyering, getting the people in.
Yeah, or yeah, no, that it's like either like I guess like being like a low totem comedian in Manhattan, I think is probably more depressing because you have to like you you like stand outside like the Grizzly Pear handing people like flyers to your show and stuff, and like I don't know.
Yeah, that's way worse than. Be better to be in an improv troupe, right? Some sort of thing where there's a bunch of people. You could just
I
have
think
a show.
yeah, I don't know. I think that would be cool. I haven't done improv in a while, but it would I would like to. I don't know. It's fun, but it's kind of hard to like keep an improv team alive
Yeah.
because I don't know. It's just and it's also hard to form one because you just have to like find some people who you like like I don't know, like 5 or 6 people who you jive with.
That's a lot of jiving. That's so much jiving.
Exactly.
Hard to get that many people jiving, but when you do, magic.
When you do,
woo.
freaking magic and money in the bank.
Look out, Pizza Rat coming for your penthouse.
Yeah. That's how I know I've made it. That I buy the Pizza Rat's penthouse out from under him.
You evict him Pizza Rat onto the street. Like
back to the street.
He has enough money. He has enough money to go to somewhere else, but no, he goes back to the street.
It's the penthouse or nothing for him.
That's it. Well, that's good. Okay, so now, where are you now? What are you doing? You're in like a weird limbo. You're floating ethereally through the world.
Yeah.
What's your next? What's your next? What do you got your laser eyes focused on?
I guess I've been like trying to do like lately. I've been like doing like I've been kind of getting into stand up.
Oh, the thing you said you'd never do.
Yeah, I mean, my stand up is like I sort of just like repurpose old jokes that I've like tweeted before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a classic way to do stand up, like myself included, had done back in 2013. I don't know, a long time ago.
Yeah. So I do that, and then I've been like writing some sketches and stuff like that, and trying to I don't know.
Keep that muscle flexing.
Yeah, trying to like do stuff online. I mean, I've kind of realized that that it's best to just do stuff online. I don't know.
Yeah, just keep doing stuff, and then eventually something will happen, right?
Yeah.
Because doing stuff online is still like flexing that muscle. You keep that going, keep it sharp, and then whenever the next thing comes up, because of one of the internet things, then you're ready to pounce.
Yes.
When those offers
situated to strike.
And those offers start rolling in. When when you see that your manager's number come up. Hey, it's me, it's Cameron. Oh, the offers are coming rolling in, Cameron.
Yeah, I'm always getting calls from my beleaguered manager who's like overwhelmed by how many offers I have.
Just like cut to their office and the phone won't stop ringing, and the secretary's phone won't stop ringing. Pulling his hair out. You mean Cameron Bradford?
We need more Camerons.
So speaking
That's
of,
what I picture. Like that's what I picture The Rock's life being like. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson,
It
famous.
seems like he's in so much stuff. Like it seems like that guy is just so busy.
He does a lot. He is a businessman.
Yeah.
He's always on the go. So what's his new thing? I think he has a tequila.
Oh, he has like he's a businessman now too.
Yeah, he's one
See,
of those
it's just
guys. Yeah, he's like he's a businessman. It's I guess it's easy for these guys. It's the Clooney method, right? So I think he was the first guy to be like, oh, there's like a lot of these nice, cool, like artisanal liquor producers that you could just like buy, slap your name on
oh
because of
yeah.
your influence in your platform. People gonna want to buy that, and it's working. It's working. So everyone go check out the Rocks Tequila.
I'm sipping on that rock swill.
Always have it straight. Always have it neat.
Yeah.
And it's called Tremana Tequila Blanco. An
Is it
ultra
like
premium.
from Samoa or something?
I don't know where it's from. I guess it doesn't have to be from Mexico because it has to have agave.
I guess so. I'm just trying to think. I don't know. Not that it's fine that he can have a tequila brand. I don't know.
It might be from California.
Oh, okay.
It says the
I still
Weber
consider
Highlands.
California, Mexico.
The pure blue, 100% pure blue Weber Highlands agave and distilled in handmade copper pot stills.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Meant to be mixed for any premium margarita experience. From Dwayne, quote unquote, The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, I like my margaritas on the rock.
That's right.
Rocks.
Why doesn't he
Yeah.
play that up?
Rocks on the rocks as in ice, but also rock as in the rock.
Was in The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, owner
Yeah.
of
Owner of
Tremana Tequila Blanco.
Mhm.
And what's Clooney's tequila?
Oh, I thought he had a vineyard.
I think he has a tequila in Casamigos.
Oh, okay.
How
It seems
much?
like it makes more sense for him to have a wine since he like lives in Italy or something.
Yeah, I agree. I wonder if he has a wine. Nope. Oh, yeah, he has a wine estate. He has a Provence vineyard, and it faces a legal battle as of
Oh shit!
for almost 7 million euros.
I'm suing him because I slipped on the floor there.
It happens so much you would not expect it, but the slip and fall. I mean, that's some lawyers. That's just they make their whole careers on it.
Oh yeah.
Those bloodsuckers.
More power to them.
I mean,
they are
bloodsuckers, but also
they're bloodsuckers, but they're responsible for transferring wealth from corporations back to people. So I think it's I think they have a net positive effect.
Cameron, corporations are people too.
You're right. I'm sorry.
All right, so you're out there doing comedy in New York. Regale us with a tale of comedy in New York. Who's the worst comic who bumped you? Who's the best comic that you saw hackling a waitress? Give us some dirt.
Let me think about that. Well, I don't know. I've seen a lot of bad comics, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess most of the bad comics I've seen, I don't even know if I know their names, so I guess I can't help them anyway. But I'm trying to think of.
We're looking for big time name drops and
Yeah.
what you saw them do. Like it could be
I would
someone
like-
who killed.
like-
It could be someone who bombed. It could be someone who finagled a free drink from the waitstaff. What did they do?
Trying to think about some juicy goss that I could.
I'm trying to pull the juicy. This is the
Yeah.
gossip section where I'm like, oh hey, ever see Aziz on a date? Did he look? Did he look like he was?
Oh yeah, pretty much. I guess I'll start there. Yeah, pretty much all of like the comedians who have been like canceled recently, like Aziz and Louis. Like I was sort of at the tip of the spear, and like I was the person who like saw Louis like do all the jacking off, and I also saw Aziz like on his date
It
and
was
stuff.
you.
I like sort of broke the news on both of those things.
That makes a lot of sense now because you were right in the heart of New York City,
Yeah,
where
I
it's
was
all
sort of in
happening.
the heart of things back
Yeah.
back in the day, and I
hmm
was sort of just like I kind of in the right place at the right time. I was like,
Weird that wouldn't have come up right away when I asked about
yeah, I had to think for a second before I remembered. Oh, right. I was instrumental in
sort of the Ronan Farrow of
yeah.
the.
That's when I was back doing my Ronin Pharaoh shit.
Shout out to Twitter pal Ronan Farrow. All right.
Are you pals with him on Twitter?
Yep.
Oh, really?
hmm Should I send him a DM?
Yeah, maybe.
It'd be
He
cool. It'd
follows
be
you?
cool. Yeah, it'd be cool to get him on the pod. I think.
Yeah, you should try.
Be like,
Uh,
how about that Weinstein?
is he still up to it? What is he doing now? Is he still doing? I guess he's
He's an
always talking about.
investigative journalist. He's
Yeah,
breaking all the most important stories of our time. Like
yeah,
he's out there. He's been doing it since he was like a kid. His mom was like bringing him to like the front lines of like Rwanda and stuff in the 90s.
yeah. He was
So that's why
definitely a
he's
prodigy or whatever.
yeah, he's like a superstar journalist prodigy, yeah.
Yeah, didn't he like he like went to Yale when he was like 12 or something like
Yeah,
that?
exactly. Yeah, they're like, okay, since you've already been like technically a journalist on the front lines of like war-torn countries, you can come in. You can go ahead to journalism school early.
That's cool. Good for
Yeah,
him.
man, it's great. So you guys are both on the same kind of level, though, right?
Yeah,
You,
we're sort of
you
on
with
the
the
same.
Aziz thing, him with the Weinstein thing, same
Yeah.
kind of deal. All right, so what else? What else did I find on the internet about you? When I type
Oh,
in
this is terrifying.
you never type in Cameron Bradford in Google and see what after you hit Cameron Bradford space what comes up?
Oh no, I haven't. Did something bad come up?
No.
I'm like kind of scared now. I'm scared that you found something.
No, I didn't, but I just thought some of them were funny. So it's like Cameron Bradford fitness. There must be a fitness guy. Cameron
Oh yeah, there
Bradford
is.
basketball.
There's like this like fitness guy who's like pretty kind of famous, but when I was like building my website, I found out that he already has CameronBradford.com, so I had to do Cameron-Bradford.com.
Oh, because I was like,
So
yeah, Cameron-Bradford.com seems fine. Like, it seems normal.
it's fine, but I would have rather had the without the dash. But
hmm
that's what I get for not being a fitness influencer.
Yeah, you need to start working out more.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm obviously at StephenWSkinner.com. Could not get Steven Skinner or...
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That guy's had it for way longer. It's like original HTML. Like,
Yeah.
looks like a GeoCities page, and it's still up there. So shout
That's
out to other Steven Skinner. Some other ones: Cameron Bradford basketball, Cameron Bradford Arizona, Cameron Bradford Mesa Arizona. Getting more specific. And then we switch it: Bradford Cameron. Have you ever gotten confused with Bradford Camerons?
Not yet.
Okay. And then Cameron Hussein Bradford.
Yeah. That is my middle name.
That was weird. I thought that was weird that it was like
Yeah.
Cameron Hussein Bradford came up. But yeah, what else did I find? I found out that you've got a website, Cameron-Bradford.com. You can also find videos from Pagliacci Sketch
Oh
Comedy
yeah, that's a
Collective.
sketch group I was in over the pandemic.
Well, that's pretty fun. There's some videos there. People could go check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's some other Cameron Bradfords. There's this guy, he placed 4th in the LHS, I think that's Louisiana High School, AA Division I Championship swimming 100-yard fly with a time of 52.72.
Damn. I guess I'm like the loser of the Cameron Bradfords out there.
What? No.
No, I'm sort of the
You're the top result. When you hit enter, you know what comes up? Your goddamn Twitter. It gives you 3 tweets, your last 3 tweets, 56
Oh,
minutes
really?
ago,
I
2
guess
hours
that's
ago,
encouraging to
4
hear.
hours ago. Cameron Bradford, enter. This is the one that you need to see, says internet.
I mean, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care really about my own personal success. All I want to do is just like beat the fitness guy.
Yeah, fitness guy is nowhere near. Or he's like, you
That's
gotta
like all I
scroll
care about.
down. You gotta scroll down. Yeah, he's not even on the first page.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, so
I'm no-
hopefully
I'm like,
I didn't
I'm
I
like
didn't I didn't want this
Googling
segment to
myself
bring
now
you
to
down.
see.
I didn't need this segment to bring you down. You're the
What?
number one Cameron Bradford here on the podcast and on the internet. Everyone can see if they go to Google, hit that enter button. Camaro Bradford on Twitter.
Oh yeah, that's another annoying thing. The person who has the Cameron Bradford handle has like they've had it since like I don't know, like 2008 or 2009, and they've just been unactive.
Oh, early adopter.
Yeah, and I've like even tried to message them to ask if I could have.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you got to do that, right? So you've been on Twitter since March 2009. It says here.
Yeah.
So that you
Crazy to think
just
about.
missed. If he was on in 2008, you just missed it because 2009 is still pretty early adopting for Twitter.
Yeah, or I think when I first got on, I had a different handle that was like not my name.
Oh yeah, anonymous.
Yeah, it wasn't anonymous, but I mean, I've had a Twitter since like 2009, but I didn't like start seriously using it until like maybe I don't know 2013 or 2014 or something like that.
Yeah. So I just came across this tweet of yours. Kid who's clearly in timeout. Yeah, I've been on my corner grind lately. Clearly a grind theme, which I love.
I think that's a crutch of mine, I guess. Talking about people's grinds.
I think grind is a good go-to. And the
I think
fact that
so.
you've discovered it is, that's your skill.
Yeah,
That's what you bring
I
to the
mean,
table.
it's not. I don't think I'm definitely not the only person to do that. But I don't know. You kind of just like I think when you use Twitter enough, you just sort of like develop this madness where you just like start thinking about like you just like start thinking with like this weird limited like vocabulary and like I don't know.
Yeah, I get it. You totally, you got to niche down. That's what they call it.
Niche.
You
Yeah.
niche down into your own psyche.
Right.
And it's like an echo chamber.
Yeah. But it's like, yeah, it's definitely true. It's freaking Black Mirror shit.
It's freaking Black Mirror shit. We're on Black Mirror right now.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't turn off your device, guys. That's Black Mirror.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
How long have you been on Twitter?
How long have I been on Twitter? 2011, I think. April 2011. That's what they say. Nothing good, though, till
been
2015.
Yeah.
2015 is when I started.
I like frequently like look back at into my own tweets, like my old tweets, to see if there's anything good, and I'll just like I don't know. I'll always like find like stuff that's just like maybe surprisingly bad.
Maybe
like,
you just you can't put yourself in the context of the time.
Right. I mean, not like bad in that it's like like morally bad or like racist or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
But just like
it's
I don't know.
Objectively not
It's just
funny.
like not a good joke
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. But that's the part of learning. That's how we learn. Post the bad jokes and get them out of our system, and then you eventually refine. You get 1% better every time. Then eventually,
You're at 100%.
You're 37 times better in a year.
Yeah. It's so true.
It's so true, Cam. So true, Camo. What are some fun nicknames people have given you through your life?
There's a couple. I think maybe the best like sort of like bad nickname I've gotten is Cam Moron.
Okay. It's like a bully, like a bully name.
Kind of, yeah. It's just this. I can't remember what the kid's name was, but he was just kind of like, I don't know. That was sort of his like
He got ya.
His
Cam Moron.
master stroke. Yeah.
Hey,
He
man, that's pretty
completely
good.
roasted my ass.
That's pretty good.
At one point, I don't know, when I was like working at this job in Wyoming, like at this national park place, these people started calling me Simba, I think.
Yeah. As a fun bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it was like started by this one girl who she just like started calling me Simba, and then like all of the like it was like a lot of like sort of Bulgarians and like other Eastern Europeans, and I think they were like they kind of also just like started like half-heartedly calling me Simba too. I think
It just
I don't
really took
know.
off.
Yeah, I think just like my hair was like longer at the time, maybe, or I had like I don't know. But yeah, that's like
You're giving off real Simba vibes. Yeah, you get
I
it.
was giving off some Simba vibes back then.
Your boss would sometimes hold you up off the big cliff
Yeah,
peak.
I was trying to like kill my evil uncle at the time.
You're just hanging out at the
Just-
park.
That was definitely my Simba era.
Sorry to hear about your dad.
Yeah, that was also shitty. My dad got stampeded, stampeded.
Yeah, pretty sad, but he came out stronger, made it, he survived to this day to be king of all you see, all you survey, the Brooklyn borough, New York City.
I sort of am. It's sort of agreed upon that I'm pretty much the king of Brooklyn.
It's definitely unspoken, like never ever spoken, but
Yeah,
when you're in the city, you know.
Yeah, you sort of just know. You can see it in just like the quiet respect everyone shows me.
Everyone just stays on their grind and tries to keep their head down. They just know. Just a quiet head nod to the king.
All hail the king.
Well, Brady, it looks like I see here we're approaching rounds about the hour mark of the podcast, where I start saying that it's nearing the end of the podcast, and then I start to talk like this, and it starts to wrap it all up in a nice, smooth way. We bring it all back, and I bring it in for a smooth.
That we're getting towards the end of the podcast.
This is like this is how the pilot sounds when he's saying that they're making their final approach, right? It's like we're making our final approach now. So make sure that you start getting your shoes on and whatever else. Like just do a quick stretch. Last chance to go to the
clothes back on.
Everyone, put your clothes back on. You sick.
The sex plane is coming to a landing.
Had it up to here with this motherfucking sex on this motherfucking plane. So yeah, starting to wind it down. So thanks, Cameron, for coming onto the podcast and providing the listeners with this great hour of listening and content. It was a nice conversation. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and I hope everyone will go check out Cameron Bradford on Twitter at Camaro Bradford. It's like Cameron Bradford, but just drop the N.
Yep.
You're just what letter could I get rid of?
That's why I really want the actual name, so I don't have to tell people that. But whatever.
It's just it's so awkward having to explain that.
Yeah.
Like it's not a type. It's not a typo.
It's not a typo.
My name is. It does have the N, but the handle does not. The handle does not have the N.
Maybe I'll change my name to not have the N. So
that would. I mean, either way, right? Like 6 and half a dozen, same deal. You could even go, or like some of the other people, Bradford Cameron. That's another different name.
I think I've tried that, and that's also taken. Yeah. See, there's nothing I can do.
No, nothing you can do.
Completely checkmated on this one.
Time to hang up those cleats.
Yeah. On the towel on this one.
Well, yeah, everyone can go check out the website, www.cameron-bradford.com, and check him out when he's coming to a city near you, right?
Yeah, I might. Who knows? I might travel soon. I don't know.
Check the website for dates if you're at Grandpa's Cheese barn.
Yeah.
Look
Hit
out.
me up at Grandpa's Cheese Barn.
He's got a residency at Grandpa's Cheese Barn right off
Actually, I
I-71.
would love that. I would love to have a residency.
See, that's the kind of thing where if you just started like making videos about like you have a dream of doing a residency at Grandpa's Cheese Barn, eventually it's just like gonna eventually some media outlet's gonna pick it up. It's gonna get back to Grandpa. They're gonna invite you to the cheese barn. It's gonna happen. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's how the internet works now.
I would like to be famous enough where I'm like recognized in my hometown.
That would be fine. Because anywhere else it gets annoying. Like when you're a global superstar, you just can't go anywhere. Can't even hit up the bowling alley, the 17th ranked attraction in town without being mobbed. You need, but in your hometown, it's nice. Everyone already kind of knows you anyway, but now they know that you're fucking the shit.
I have a successful car dealership.
Come on down to Bradford Ford. Bradford Ford. Or would you just say Cameron Bratt Ford?
Oh, yeah, I guess I would have to sell Fords.
You would just cut.
It interacts with my name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because you're a direct descendant of Henry Bradford.
Maybe I would say Cameron Bradford and Nissan or something like
that. Just two brands that don't go together. Just add "and" for no reason.
Or Ford and Lincoln Mercury. I guess those go together.
Yeah, I'm not sure what car groups are owned by the same, but a Toyota wouldn't work. Ford and Cameron Bradford and Toyota.
Yeah, but I don't know. There are weird dealerships that sell different brands though. Like I see those once in a while.
Independence.
Yeah, or they'll like sell two or more like disparate brands.
Yeah, those guys, they need to make those partnerships. They need to make deals to get the space.
Yeah, I really don't know how that business works, but I guess I'm gonna have to find out.
Well, I have a guy. We'll get him. Okay, I'll have him reach out to you. Your lessons start Monday.
Oh, perfect. This means a lot to me.
What is there anything else on my list? Is there anything else that you want to say to the listeners before we play that famous podcast theme and wrap it up?
I don't know. I guess just stay safe out there.
Stay safe
don't really have
out
anything
there.
to plug right now.
Stay on your grind. Stay safe.
Yeah, stay on your grind. Stay in your lane. keep your head down.
All those things.
Don't dream. Don't think of anything bigger. Just that's sort of my main advice.
Well, great, and thanks again for coming on. And now I will play the podcast theme as we will say our goodbyes.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks. It was fun coming to us all the way from New York City. Love to hear it. And I guess I'll catch you online.
Yeah. See you online.
All right. See you online.
Bye, Steve.
Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode with Cameron. It wouldn't hurt to follow him on Twitter at Camaro Bradford. And be sure to check out all of the links to all the funny stuff in the show notes. If you're a new listener, we'll see how long this lasts. In the meantime, if you'd like to check out, you can check out all the past episodes. Just visit www.stephenwskinner.com or find it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Pod Museum. Ratings and reviews? Whatever. Follow at FOTS Pod on Twitter and find funny RTs from previous guests and more. Follow me on Twitter at SkinnerSteven. Nothing funny recently, but come back later. All right, special thanks to Ruby Coast for this music. Special thanks to Kyle I. Davidson for the theme. And special thanks to you for listening all the way to the end. In the meantime, I am Stephen W. Skinner, and have a great one.